Oh, hello there. Get that all adjusted up. We'll make sure everything is hunky-dory here. I think the answer is yes, it is. Okay. Good there. Let's do... this... All right. Oop, I also need to do this. Pardon me. Okay. Get everything squared away here. Got home a little late, so I didn't have quite enough time to get as prepared as I wanted, but that's all right. We'll make do with what we got. Okay, so Android Studio broken. All the emulation broken. I think we're just gonna YOLO. And we do need to, that's too big. We do need to make sure that Flutter has a WebSocket package, which I'm sure it does. Okay, yes. That does exist. So we'll need to figure that out. That'll be a key element of the client, which I think is where we're going to start, just to kind of dip our toes into this, right? So we also need to make sure... Where's my project? There it is. I should rename this. Fine. Yeah, okay. We don't have anything for this, but that's fine. We can just kind of experiment with this, right? We need to check... Microphone in my way here. Okay, we have no branches, which is good. And we'll do Flutter client experiment here. Like so. Okay, that's perfect. We need to get this open. And we need a new project. So this is going to be Flutter SDK path. That's still correct. We're going to put you in out of there. That. Let's see. We got the client folder already exists. Let's Let's move that. Just because otherwise, if we delete it, we would have to switch branches back and forth to make sure we had a one-to-one, right? So let's actually just refactor. That way we don't break anything, right? Hopefully, in theory. We'll call you client old, let's just say. Refactor all of that. And then what do we got? No, we'll leave the strings alone. Don't suggest that. Leave me alone. Okay. And then refresh over here. Oop. Thought that was refresh. It is refresh. It's not picking up. Okay, cancel then. We can go back. Did you not? No, you're there. What's going on? Okay. This is not picking up the change just yet. There we go. Okay. Now I can say okay on that, but this will be clients. Sure, let's just do that. No iOS, no Android, no Mac, web, Windows, and Linux. I guess we'll leave the web target. No, don't overwrite that. But I also want you to go in there. Okay, yes. Package must have at least one dot separator. Okay, then. That's annoying. Go back, put you in client. That's fine. Oh, that's right. This needs to be backwards. I think I was using the what was I using for this? It doesn't really exist, but that's fine. We'll change it if we need to. Next web windows. I should sort out a domain for myself. Later. Later works. The next web windows application. No to the overriding the idea file. Really? I don't want to nuke that though, I don't think, because that's going to kill my caches for other stuff. client.idea already exists. Is that true? Is true. Why would you exist there? Fine. Override it. That's fine. Ugh. Why? Why you do this? There, that's not true. You did create. Whatever. Little janky. Let's double check. Let's run doctor here. Can't find Chrome. Yeah, okay. I don't have Chrome. Unable to access driver information. What? I don't have Mesa utils. What? That's weird. I swear we just checked that the other day and everything was fine in Flutter Doctor while we were chasing that crap. Now I have to know. That shouldn't have been for Android stuff, but still. In the absence of any other brilliant ideas, I'm just very curious now. Oh, we already had. Just took a second to load. Looks like probably not. Not surprised. That was just like a Hail Mary, right? Super low likelihood. But, you know, it was worth checking to make sure. Alright. Go away. You have frustrated me enough for this week. Okay. So. What do you want? I don't care about that. We got our client. We're in the right branch. We got our lib. And the nice thing is that if we put this all in the client folder, that keeps this all separated from the other packages if we go through this, right? And it's in a branch, so if we don't like it, we just chuck it. Okay. We probably want... was it Flutter pub get? Flutter pub outdated. Flutter lints. Latest is 6. We'll bump that. Material design, sure. And then this transitive stuff here. What was it upgrade? Yes. Really like to know more about getting squirreled, I know, but it bothers me that I don't understand how to determine what is most up to date here. Which dependency use, which other dependency Flutter pub deps. Okay. I feel like we've been down this route before. So, for instance, characters is just at part of Flutter. And then material color utilities, let's say, also just part of that. Meta, also part of Flutter. Okay. Which makes sense. What do I want here? Update an SDK. Yes, that's what I want. Flutter upgrade. Ah, there we go. It was bigger than I thought it would be. 200 megs, 15%. So I guess this is the whole SDK that this is upgrading. Okay. Must have been a version bump. That's okay. We'll give that a second. Don't need that open. Double check. Yep, I know I'm live. It's what I'm busy doing. Still supposed to be in the 90s this week. It's 82 right meow. It's too many degrees. Too hot. My AC is too noisy. So Gotta solve that problem. It'd be way more productive if I wasn't melting all stream, I think. Okay. Let's finish those dependencies real quick here. And hopefully it'll tell us what the version is here. 3.35.3 from 3.35.2, but that's not the SDK version. That's all right. So this is compatible with 3.35 or 3.9.0. So I bet you 3.35.2 and .3 fall under that. But if we just do... Oh, I guess we got more tools to... Oops. Guess we're not done yet. I feel better about understanding now. A little bit, I think. Hello? Icon has all my things done? Are we still... Okay, yes. It was just taking a very long time. Okay. Wish these had progress bars. That'd be nice, huh? This should be plugged in. Oh, I didn't realize there were so many things. Now we know. Oh, uh-oh. See if this will come back for us or not. It's weird. Hmm. My connection is just struggling, but it's not saying I should be having any issues. We'll see what happens, I guess. I need to file a ticket. My list is over there. I need to figure out and ask Starlink what's going on. Hopefully it's back now. But it keeps doing that. It's really annoying. Okay. Okay. Now profile tools, I think, for ARM64. Okay. What's next? Release tools. I see. That makes sense. All right, there we go. Okay, now. Nope, that's not that. We just did that. Was it update or was it Flutter pub upgrade? Yes. Okay. So that's all still. What if I was to, just for funsies, 3.35.3? What if I was to do that? And then do that. Current Dart SDK version is 3.9.2. Oh. That's the Dart. Interesting. Okay. So how do I... How do I update that? Upgrade the Flutter from CLI Flutter upgrade. Flutter will use the latest version of Dart. Flutter is not usually local Dart, right? How do I do... What is this? Where does it tell me? 3.9.2. What if I just change it to that? Huh. Okay, well, we're going to set that back aside and just do something productive with the rest here. I'm curious still why... why that would be, right? Let's do this, though. Let's do status. Okay, so... we'll do that. And then we'll do a commit here, move client to client old folder. Push that up. Now we just need to do client, create Flutter client. We'll push that up. Okay, now we're going to need a couple things. Do I need WebSocket channel package? Where do I see this? So we depend on WebSocket channel 3, or rather compatible with 3.0.3. If I could type the right number. And then we'll do a get on that. That'll pull those down. Make sure everything is upgraded. Okay. Here in Maine, we're gonna need a couple things as well. Let's see. I don't... When is the best? When do we make the call to change from the global state to a stateful widget? United States local state you can neatly contain a single widget. Okay. A state that is not ephemeral that you want to share across many parts of your app. You want to keep between user sessions, what we call the application state. Okay. Or shared state. Okay. No clear-cut rule. Okay, good. So, I'm confused by this keeping between sessions bit. We might have to play with that a little bit, but here's what we're going to do as a starting point. Actually, that is interesting. Just get rid of all this commenty junk real quick. We're gonna get rid of most of this, but okay, so let's think here for a second. If we keep can I not? Oh shit, right. I guess rename doesn't work. Why are you being weird? Plugins. Installed. Flutter is installed. Is there a setting in here? No. Huh. Flutter, what about Dart? Dart. Okay. It just doesn't work. Okay. Interesting. Ugh, my keyboard. Shortcuts didn't come over. Add caret, I think. That's not what I want. That's not action. Caret. Can never remember. It's not in this. It's in it's in the key map. Here we go. Add or remove caret. Alt shift. I want to say this should be why can't I change? I guess it does need to be create rectangular selection. Okay, fine. Remove that. I don't know what that is. I don't care about that. There. Now, I think that's the right. Let me double check. Yes. It felt right, but you know. So these guys We're going to rename client. That homepage. We'll change that. We don't need that nonsense. This needs to just be that. And because we learned things about Dart yesterday, this is a named optional parameter. Believe. With no defaults. But it's also not marked as nullable, which is interesting. I wonder if that has to do with the fact that there's no type specified and just it becomes automagic stuff. We'll investigate later, maybe. We can keep that for now. So this, the client will be stateful, is what we want. Okay. I've confused myself. That's okay. Because we don't want to save between sessions the state. We want to start always at the login screen state. Which makes me curious. Well, let's take a look. We can open our example app here really quick. We can play with this a little bit. New window. Because homepage is stateful. Selected index. Okay, so if we were to run this, and if we changed this, because that's our only state in here, right? Just the selected index. If we run it again, we should still be on the home because this shouldn't persist through. Yeah, okay. That's fine. We don't do index here, though. We'll do something else. Okay. Homepage. Let's actually call this... Just thinking about better names, because the homepage... Like, we don't want to put the state up here. Right? App state. Rule of thumb is do whatever is less awkward. Makes sense. But I think... Let's, instead of this... we're going to call this start page. Which isn't really what it is, though. And I realize that this doesn't truly matter. I'm just looking for sanity, right? And trying to learn a little bit more. So here, home is just my home page, which we made a stateful thing. But we also put stuff inside of it. We didn't lift the state up to here, right, as to what this would be. But down here in our home page, in the home page state, we have this, which becomes, we add that. So maybe it's not really a home page. It's not really a start page either, though. It's more like... it's more like a main window. Oops. Let's not do that. We don't need the title. And then this becomes... this should be... that should be main window. This should be main window state, I guess, which is kind of an awkward name and all, but whatevs. Why is my... let's see here. He's saying that they messed up the associations. Why this process is so painful. It really just highlights like how much nicer Go is, right? Everything just friggin' works. I don't understand why this has been so painful so constantly. We're going to turn those off really quick. We're going to actually uninstall you. And we're going to uninstall you. Apply that. It's going to prompt me to reboot, which is fine. I will do that. Not reboot, but restart the IDE. Guess it was ready for me. I just didn't realize it. It's way better without any plugin installed. That's dumb. So we installed Dart plugin, sure. Dart. What? $503. Get out of here. Check. Weird. Okay. Give that a second. You done yet? No. You're still... There we go. Dart is done, right? Yes. Okay, so apply. And it sucks more. What? Why? Why this? See, no. Oh, it's downloading something. JX browser. That is. Ah, there we go. That's better. That needs to be that. I would like it to be a little more highlighted, but that's reasonable. Like, I'd love these to pull out. Popping them out would be helpful. But this is better. Okay. Done with that for right now. Like, this should all be yellow. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Client, theme data, deep purple, fine for now. Main window, good. Main window, stateful widget. We don't need a counter. We don't need any of this right now. We're gonna need eventually. How do we do? An enum. Ah, okay. Hey, how's it going? Mr. Davy's unofficial son. So the simplest enum. We want to do that eventually. Let's hang off on that for just a second. Let's get some things scaffolded in, right? Okay, so we have a scaffold. That's fine. I'm still happy with that. App bar. We don't want an app bar. We might want like a menu bar. Let's see what we can find for that. Sure, something exists. If this would like to finish loading. There we go. What you look like. Seem kind of broken. Oh, I guess you're just slow. Okay. That's not bad. Ooh, look at that. It's got a little drop shadow. Fancy. Okay. Menu accelerator label. Alt keys, citrus letters are underlined in menu bar. Ah, so we can do stuff. Okay. That's kind of cool. So we can put that here in our scaffolding. We don't need an app bar though. Oh, let's actually double check. This they're just putting in a column. Okay. So we don't need the app bar. The body, centered, cool. There's a column. We can align on the center. That's fine. Then we have children in here. Okay, cool. This is all from the old stuff. We don't need that. I don't need the button here. That can go away. And we're just down to this. Okay, we can work with this as a building point. We're actually going to also launch this as it is. This we're going to chuck in the trash because it's just the boilerplate From project creation, we don't need that. There we go. Okay, so there's our very cool client that's very empty. Makes sense, right? So now let's kind of peek at what they got going on over here. I like the drop shadow. It's very nice. I would also like... Is there theme data? Let's do a dark mode. Is that not... Does not match color scheme brightness. Okay. I see. I would need to do... Oops. Color scheme dark. That's not correct. Is there... Okay, from seed. Brightness. Gotcha. There. Now it'll stop hurting my eyeballs. It can still be purple. That's fine for now. We'll change that up later. So, we're going to want the accelerators because that's cool. They just did a row. Okay, we can get down with that. Down here, in children, we got a row. In our row, they did a min size, which I believe means they want it to be over the side, small as can be. This has children as well. They are widgets. They did an expanded. Okay. You can do that. This is a menu bar. Oops. Widget. It has children. It's a list of widgets. In here, we have sub-menu button is the elements. Gotcha. Okay, this is kind of cool. This guy. So menu children is also a list of widgets. So in here, menu item button. And then on pressed, we can do things with it. But how do we... How do we give this its name? Where's it? Should be a text in here somewhere. Ah, there it is. They're just nope, I lied. Ah, menu accelerator label. Okay. So that is a child of this guy, I believe. Submenu button. Let's try it. Menu accelerator. Oops. Label. And we need an example of magnify and minify. Okay, so the ampersand goes. So we can do ampersand. I don't know if art single or double quotes. I don't know if there's a preference or not. No difference in behavior. Linter rule says prefer single quotes. Okay. Only use double quotes for strings containing single quotes. I see. Okay. So we should prefer single quotes in Dart. I think we read that before too. And we do see that reflected in here. Okay, so. Also, I want to do... Can't do that. I have to do... Where is the actions on save? That's not what I want. That's annoying. System settings. On save. It's not there. Okay. Yeah, that. Format code on save. Organize imports too. Okay, anywho, so we'll just call you file for now. We just wanna... Okay, cool. This though needs to go away for this. Because I forgot main axis on column is straight down. So there's that. I don't want you to be roundy round. Flutter, remove, rounding. Rounded corners. Move border radius. Shape parameter to the text button, but this is not a text button. Border radius dot 0. Do we have a shape on a Menu bar. No. Is it on column? No. What is making you round? Not what I want. Not the question anybody's asking. Sometimes them answers, man. Why am I not finding? There is a border radius widget. Okay. So what if I did... And then... All right. What am I missing here? I don't even know what's going on there. This is for container. Hard clip rect and navigation bars often. Okay, we got a menu bar. Let's back this up since it didn't help us. Menu bar. Inside of here. Menu controller, clip behavior, menu style. Wait, am I inside of here still? No? Oh, style. No capital. Menu style. What's in the menu style? Widget state property. Where are you? Widget state property. Border side. No, that didn't work. Border side, that'll work. Okay. Can't be assigned to the parameter type material state property. Okay. But I can't instantiate a about this one is squared. Maybe you should just look at the thing I was already referencing. And your children. Build selection to list. And down here, the background color. Widget expanded child menu bar. List of menu entries. Huh. Why? Well, you can kind of see it here where it's got this rounded corner. I don't understand why this doesn't have that. Wonder if it has to do with that expanded. So if we get rid of this, because that was kind of a dead end, we've got this rounded corner I don't like. And I realize that's a silly thing to be upset about, but I just want to know for my own understanding, right? When they did this, they expanded, I think. Let me double check. Where was that? Right here. So they wrapped the menu bar in expanded, which we have as well. Is it this? Nope. Menu bar, children, menu entry dot build. That's app bar. It's not menu bar. We decide if you had shape. You don't have shape, right? Do you have shape? No. You have menu style. Background color, etc. Properties, shape. That looks kind of suspiciously deprecated. That's not really helpful to me, though. Combine with side to create a shape decorated with an outline. That doesn't really help me. Oh, wait. Can I do... your shape. Yeah, that's deprecated. Widget state property. But I can't. That doesn't make any sense at all. This would need to be... not helpful. Shape of the menu's underlying material. Why? Hello, what are you up to? I'm learning some Flutter. Right now, I'm kind of on a little bit of a side quest to understand where this rounded corner is coming from this widget. Because I don't like it, but also just because I want to understand, you know, what to do. I've been using these widgets. It's an app bar, not a menu bar. Menu style, which is where we were. Closer, but I still need... That's my first time ever hearing about Flutter language. Flutter's a framework, Dart is a language. Has something in mind to do with it? Yeah, we're playing with building a new client for my mud game engine. because the library we were using, I just kept running into a ton of different bugs, and it's just too early days for it. So I'm kind of evaluating Flutter as a replacement. Ah, that's shed. See, and I don't want that. Let's see here. This is somebody's library. I don't want that. I just want to know and understand. Look at this one. App bar property of the scaffold widget. Instead of providing app bar, you provide a preferred size widget custom dashboard. Okay. Don't really want to do that, I don't think. I mean, maybe. Now I'm just curious. What do you take? Preferred size widget. Just for the heck of it. Could I put you here and would it do anything different? Sure. Okay, expanded can't be assigned to that, but can a menu bar? If I was to go crazy. We would need to kill that guy off. Maybe not. Maybe I had too many. Submenu button. Oops. Menu bar. Oh, I'm missing a submenu button. Widget menu bar. Okay, that would be closer. Okay, so yeah, menu bar does not satisfy this preferred size widget or whatever. Interesting. Okay. Educational. I don't want a tab bar class either. Okay, let's just try. Expanded doesn't have a shape, right? No. But there is a container. And if we do... Oop, I put that in the wrong spot. It should be right here, I believe. Yes. Container, and then um, what was it? Thought it was a container. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Actually, just for the heck of it, yeah, that's still the same. Oh, get rid of that. Then it'll reload. Yeah, no change. Not surprising. Top and bottom navigation bars. Go away. Why would you not include a screenshot of what you're trying to show us? Awful. Terrible. Border radius. Box decoration. When the shape is a box-shaped rectangle. We have box constraints. This is a container. Okay, so. Wait. Decoration is the field. We have decoration, we do. Decoration, box decoration. Border. Border all. Oh no. It's just border radius. Radius. No. Border radius 0. That one. That doesn't square you though. But menu style. Was there a decoration in here? No. Crap. That out. That out. Decorated box. I guess we could style. Menu style. Shape. How do I do? Is that a box shape? If I do menu style. Box shape can be assigned. Try using an enum value factory constructor. I don't understand what you want me to provide here. Oh, okay. For instance, this can be assigned outline border. What can I do with you? What am I missing here? If I was to do... You don't have a shape. Card has a shape. Just for fun, we'll add a child in here. Not shape, card. But it has a shape. What are you? It's a shape border. Okay. So it's a different creature. This example, maybe. Okay, so they got a wonky shape here for sure. Shape is a custom app bar shape, though, which is outlined border. But what were you again? Widget state property outlined border. Can I do that? Abstract classes can't be instantiated. Oh, but they, okay, so they did their own and they extended outlined border. So how can I just use outline border class? Outline border dot new. Okay. How about that? Can I do that? No, I can't do that. Can't be assigned to that. Material state property. Maybe I need to do that. That's deprecated though. That. Take a look at this. Material state property. Deprecated should be used widget state property instead. Basing the use of deprecated memory with the replacement. Okay. It's this says get color for color. Confused by that. About the outline border type. Okay, so this can do an all border. It was outline border. Can't be assigned to parameter type outline border. Still can't instantiate that though. But here I can do the rounded rectangle border. Okay. And then border radius. Zero. Aha. Okay, that was painful. So I just needed to do dot all. Convenience method for creating widget state property that resolves to a single value for all states. Would I then so what are the other options? Could I do this? No. Could I do new? No. Huh. I feel like that .all is just a really imprecise way to do this, right? But convenience method for creating a widget state property. There's also a single value for all states. Prefer using widget state property all directly. Oh, okay. Sure, why not? Actually, widget state property that always resolves to the given value. I'm sure there's something else in there to learn. I just don't know what it is, right? Meow. Well, we got squirreled pretty good, but you know, it was still productive to learn and understand. Let's put you in our Flutter bookmarks for that. And then, oh, I closed too many things. We need to go back. Hang on. Menu bar class. Yes. We'll drop that in for the next time as well. Okay, so. We'll leave this here. I guess we can do a quick commit for this. Start roughing in. Oops. Just client UI. That's really what we did. That's fine. Okay. Bookmarked, saved. Okay. So, it has been 2 hours, which is time for me to go do other things like make lunch for tomorrow. I do this thing 4 days a week, starting on Friday, ending tomorrow. So if you like this kind of thing, show up again here, 8 p.m. CDT, if that means anything to you. If not, look up. Just look it up. Because YouTube makes scheduling hard. Twitch, you have a schedule that's localized for you. Check it there. Thanks for everybody who came and hung out and chatted. Love to see you again sometime. If not, hey, you guys have a great week anyway. We'll catch you some other time.